Alright, yes, I'm wearing my pajamas and you can check it out on Instagram. I'm gonna post really cute pictures. I also realized that my younger nephew actually wore something similar for some kind of Parents' Day ka dance or something. I'll just show you guys. No, I cannot show you guys here. I'll post the picture in the edit. And yeah, you can also check it out on Instagram. And if you're not following me, what are you doing? Just follow me there. It's kind of okay and very much real. I feel my profile, not just perfect pictures, not just everything being all glossy and flossy and photoshopped and stuff. I have pictures which are very much real. I write so much over there which is real about me, what I'm going through. So you should follow me there, okay? So yeah, if you want to buy this pajama set, it has actually dhoti pants, like you can see. I'll post the Amazon affiliate link so you can buy from there. Yeah, so today I'm wearing pink because it is pyar ka color. Yeah, actually red also, but I like pink more. I don't like red much. I just came to know that my twin flame actually loves red, but I like pink more and I don't like red that much. So today I have got, since of course it's Valentine's Day, so I was actually thinking what to make, and till the last minute I was like, oh god, kya banao. I wanted to shoot the gift ideas video, but then I was like, I was not prepared honestly and I don't want to use the same kind of gifts which I actually suggested last year also. I wanted something unique. So I think I'll shoot that video on Monday and try to upload it by Monday itself or by Tuesday latest, so that you might have something to buy for Valentine's Day for your partner. So today I've got something about twin flames, since a lot of people are being aware of this and there are a lot of twin flame readings honestly. So I think people are watching it also, and I was like, okay, people are becoming more and more aware about light workers and twin flames, and probably they are meeting connecting with their twin flames also. So I thought I wanted to make something about twin flame relationships and why they are so intense and hard at times, and just wanted to give you my insight on it, because don't give up is all I'll say. And yeah, I mean, love is in the air, so I hope that you meet your twin flame soon. I was also hoping, but I don't know.
Time stops when I'm falling for you. The world stops spinning. My head is spinning too. Time stops.
Hello everyone, this is Calliope, and today I'm going to discuss about why twin flame relationships are intense, why is it hard, what you should do, blah blah blah. Let's begin the video. So when you meet your twin flame, you have such an intense connection, and it just feels so right, and like you feel like you've known this person all your life, and that's it. You don't have to now look anywhere else. I think even if you try to find someone else for whatever reason, like if your twin is in a karmic relationship, if it's like not working out in this 3D world, between you and him, still if you try to look for another soulmate or anyone else, you just keep coming back to your twin all the time. I feel like whenever I try to tell myself that I want to kind of move on for whatever reason, I should just move on, it's not gonna work out, I don't want to be unhappy, blah blah blah, somehow I feel I just constantly am pushed back into it, into the connection. Also, have you realized that a lot of times, sorry guys, there's There's some lot of noise in the background. It's because I think it's a Saturday and kids have chutti, holiday in school. So have to realize that, you know, once you are in a twin flame connection, whether you are apart or whether you are together, I think one thing everyone would agree is you become so much obsessed. You're like obsessed with your twin. I mean, it's like you're just constantly thinking about them. You're constantly worrying about them. You're constantly like, okay, I'm going through this. Is he or she also going through it? What is he or she doing? Why is he not here? Why is she not here? You just want to stick with them constantly, or you're just like constantly thinking about them. You know, it's sometimes it just feels so abnormal. I'm like, oh my god, I need help. So yeah, in twin flame relationships, there's always this, I feel, hot and cold days, hot and cold emotions. I feel that, you know, in spite of all that, there is a lot of mutual respect you have for each other. And yeah, of course, love. It's there even if you don't see it. Now, of course, like I said, the twin flame relationships are not easy, especially in the beginning stages when maybe he is with a karmic partner, and yeah, of course, you can't be with him, or basically he just doesn't realize that you are his twin flame, or he doesn't accept it, and it just feels like you're doing all the work. You're doing all the meditation. You are trying to help him awaken, but it will happen when it has to happen. So yes, you know, the chaser and the runner stage, that time, it's also difficult because a lot of times initially, like, you're trying to kind of heal through so much, you know, because twin flames are, since, you know, they are like mirrors, or so they might like kind of stir up a lot of it, you know, repressed emotions from the past, or so, you know, you might need to heal some of the old wounds and whatever illusions you have, you know, whatever childhood trauma and all that stuff, whichever needs to be handled, it will happen in the initial stages. And hence, you know, you might not feel harmony in this connection initially. So unless and until you try to work on this, it's just not gonna work, and you're just gonna be like put back in that whole space of, if you don't learn these things, you know, you might just have to learn again. You know, the universe will just throw you back in that school to learn these things again. And of course, it won't be harmonious unless you heal those parts of you. You work on yourself also. Remember that, you know, twin flame relationships are great. You should work on it. You should work on the connection, etc. That's very appealing. But unless and until you also learn on yourself, because you are here, you both are here for a special purpose, but, you know, to make this world a better place. But then you also have to not forget your individual journey as a light worker, star seed, earth angel, whatever. So first work on yourself, and do not forget your mission too. Okay, so yeah, I mean, once you achieve that, once you are in this harmonious relationship, you understand this. In fact, you understand this even in the beginning stages, that you have such an emotional, deep connection which is so unexplainable. You know, you feel this so much of intense connection, and even their flaws don't seem to kind of trigger. Like, you sometimes you can even feel their energy telepathically or in dreams, or, you know, it's just that you feel it in your heart, you know, at the heart chakra. Even their flaws can, you know, initially you might feel that, you know, they need to okay, they need to work on it. But, you know, whenever your twin flame shows you his flaws or her flaws, you know, it's not, you should not feel anything like, oh, how dare he point something like that. But I feel when you realize that, in fact, they might also help you to kind of heal those wounds, and kind of it can actually lead to something really positive, and it will be really like a healing breakthrough. And I feel that, whatever the reasons for them to not love deeply, and because of whatever things, once your twin is kind of healed his old wounds and stuff, I think he can also love deeply. He can just love fiercely, passionately, and it will be a really much more emotional connection later on. Next, whenever you have conversations with your twin flame, have you ever experienced, having like goosebumps or so much of happiness? Like, I feel like my heart just expands or something, the heart chakra opens or something happens when I have conversations with my twin flame. It's just so much immense happiness, and of course, I get goosebumps like literally every time when I have conversations with my twin flame, and you must have also felt like that. So I think you just have so much of respect for each other's thoughts, and whatever they're passionate about, what work they do, and you genuinely want to see them like progress in life, and just send these good positive vibes. And my twin doesn't really talk a lot. He does talk, but I feel I talk more. Like, if he writes something, I write like a paragraph. I don't know whether that's because I'm a girl and most girls do that, but sometimes he'll just say something just in one line, and so much of happiness I feel when he says things. Like, I'm like, oh my god. I start blushing and stuff, when I read that. Like, the other day I was like telling him about my root canal treatment, and of course about doctors. He's also a doctor himself, so I was like, yeah, I need, whenever I choose a doctor, I anyone actually, not just doctors, but I need like people from where, like, I feel good vibes like as soon as I enter. So I wrote something like that, and he's like, something like, you take the good vibes wherever you go, or something like that, he wrote. And I was like, oh my god. So yeah, once in a while, he'll say something and I'll be like, wow, like, why are you so sweet? There are times when he gets on my nerves also, at times, but that's just because I want him all the time, and of course it's not possible. Okay, so yeah, just we have so much of respect for each other, like you do have. And that thing about hierarchy and all that is usually not there, like, because I've said this a lot, like, he's very much more famous than I am, but I think he has a lot of respect for what I do, and I have a lot of respect for what he does. And yeah, we might have very much different outlooks. Like, very simple thing, like, he has a very glossy profile, because that's his work, and I try to keep it so real on Instagram. There are many times I don't care about if I'm wearing makeup, and what emotions, I write so much crap on Instagram, so much, I pour my heart out, that I don't see when it comes to my twin flames post, because that's what he is. He's a little guarded, I feel, and that's because it's his more business profile and stuff. But no matter what, like, there are a lot of times I feel like there's so much, like, we both are so different in a lot of ways, but then when it comes to having these conversations, you just have so much of you just vibe so well, and there's so much of respect, and there's so much of intense conversations, there's goosebumps happening, and you just feel so much of happiness, and just want to keep going. I can go on like forever if I didn't have like my work, or if I didn't have to sleep and stuff like that. I just want to, basically you just feel like, you know, you want to talk to your twin flames all the time. But yes, still I feel, even if you're like opposites, like I said, like there's so much, you know, we're both very different in a lot of ways. Like I'm more blah blah blah, and I feel he's a little more guarded. I don't think so. He's more of a homebody. I am more of a homebody. And of course he eats out a lot, but that's again because of his work. You know, I'll be completely sick if I travel so much. Like I would really miss my home and ghar ka khana and stuff like that, my bed, whatever. Now of course, when it comes to physical connection, when you meet your twin flame, it's gonna be absolutely intense. Of course, the physical attraction which has been there probably since the time you laid eyes on them in whatever capacity, wherever you met them online or through a friend or whatever. So there is no discomfort. There's no like, oh my god, how do I look, you know, I'm fat, I'm this. I don't look my best without makeup, or you don't really care about these things when it comes to your twin flame, because you know they're not going to judge you, okay, unless they're assholes, then yes. But usually it's not like that. You just feel so much of this being one already. And yeah, a lot of times the kundalini energy is like awakened, okay, when you connect, and it might be really something else, you know. You might see each other in a new light when you connect physically. Now of course, when it happens, you might kind of be aware of, you know, their faults and flaws. So you might even like kind of judge them, you might like question them. So yes, the twin flame lovemaking is like magical, and you will just kind of synchronize so well. You both would like complete each other, and I'm sure it will result in something positive, even when it comes to you doing well, you know, as a person in your career. Like you might just get in touch with your talents, you know, like which you have probably not yet explored, because you're so much happy, you know, the sheer enthusiasm you feel, it will just like make everything else positive around you. And just in your day-to-day life also, I feel, you know, you would be so much better, you know, in your workspace or with your family and friends. You'll just basically try to be the best version of you. Now of course, there are a lot of times you might feel a lot of anxiety, you know, which I did feel just during the eclipse. And I even blocked my twin, because I was like feeling so much of, you know, anxiety about whether we'll end up together, or whether, forget about ending up together, there are a lot of times that it might happen that you don't really end up with your twin flame in this lifetime. But you know, it's so much more than just the union. Why this noise? You know, a lot of things, like, you know, if your twin is with a karmic partner, you might really resent him for that. And yeah, you know, just these doubts about what is going to happen. Do I even need this twin flame connection? What am I going to learn from it? Are we even going to meet? What's the point of it? So yeah, you know, and a lot of overthinking also happens at times. So it's just not worth it, honestly. You should really try to overcome that anxiety. Now oftentimes the twin flame connection can be so much overwhelming. You might say certain things which is not needed, and especially I feel it happens with the chaser more, you know, and the runner might just not understand why you're overreacting or stuff, and he might just want to like run away more. So yeah, you know, a couple of times when I needed a break, I told my twin that I need a break, and I don't know, it's just so difficult for me to see what's going on and whatever. I wrote a lot of things, and yeah, he was like, I don't know if he, you know, it might be he doesn't think like I do too much. So he was like, I have said this, that he said that, you know, he's looking forward to talking again, but then I don't know, I need to chill a lot in between because I just think I need to like kind of breathe deeply and just take some me time, because otherwise I just go crazy. There are a lot of times like that. So it will happen in a twin flame connection more, and a lot of times, you know, a lot of things just come up, like I said, from time to time, and you just want to say so much, you know, just say it if you have to, but sometimes it's just good to back off also. Now, of course, the separation does happen because your twin needs to learn certain things, just in general, you know, like in life, in general, I'm just talking some life lessons, or there are certain lessons to be learned from, say, if he is in a relationship with a karmic partner. There are times when your twin might be with a soulmate, and those connections might be very difficult to actually break, you know, because, you know, your relationship with soulmates is much more harmonious. And supposing if they have been with their soulmate for like many years, so it's not easy to just leave everything and just run to you. So of course they will have doubts about it, and they will definitely, you know, sometimes it's just not the divine timing for you guys to meet. And I think it's better that way, that you know, let your twin learn his or her lessons, whatever way. Just be patient if you have to. If you can't be with anyone else, just be single, but just be patient and have faith that it will happen, or it might not happen. It's very tricky, you know, in a twin flame connection, that, well, the union might not happen at all, because your twin might just decide to stay with their soulmate, even if probably they will be maybe 100% happy with you, but they might choose this 50% or 60% happiness with a soulmate over you for whatever reason. Also, I would just like to say at the end that do not forget that you are in this together. You know, you both are in each other's lives for a reason. It's you know, for a higher purpose, and do not forget that ever. So whatever challenges you face, whatever difficulties come your way, you both will be able to overcome it, and you will work through it, okay? And just keep the faith in the universe, just keep the faith in the divine timing. Just look for signs constantly, you know, numbers, or ask the universe for help. Ask your angels, spirit guides, God, whoever you pray to, ask them for help if you need to. Be patient, you know, and well, it is not really like any other connection, but it's definitely the connection itself. You know, your higher purpose, I feel, is much more than, yeah, it is something. Just trust your intuition also, okay? Just trust in this connection. I also read that a twin flame connection doesn't really have to be romantic love. I'm not sure about it. I mean, there are people, some of them, who are saying that. There are some articles that say that, so I'm not really sure that, okay, I don't know, but I definitely know that there is definitely so much to learn from a twin flame connection. So don't be afraid of the intensity. It's gonna be okay. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below and let me know what do you think about the video. Are you in a twin flame connection? Are you experiencing it? And I know it's more of a hodgepodge. I did not really have a structure, you know, points really to go about exactly. I just told whatever from my experience. Please share this video with your friends, and please subscribe if you're liking my channel, my videos. Thank you to all my subscribers, and please ask your family and friends to subscribe as well. If you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye from me. Take care.